Hello and welcome back. As promised, I'm bringing kind of how I set up my leather journal. This is a new addition to my system. As you guys probably know, I mentioned it in my last video. And I'm just gonna go straight into it and show you what it is, how I'm using it, what I do with it, and my thoughts and feelings about it. This came actually with a pen loop. I'm gonna bring it up, and also came with this. I already have a couple of these clips, so I just love this here because it helps me put the pages down. I'm soon going to get some charms to put around here, so that's something that's for the future. This came with, and I'll show first, and then I will explain how I'm using it. It came with 3 inserts. So this one is lined, this is squared, and this one is blank. And I actually liked that it came like this because it means that I could experiment and see what I would like more or for what purpose I wanted to use it for. It also came with this folder, I guess, like you can see on both sides. I just put some cutouts here, and it also came with this plastic folder, so like this paper folder and the plastic one. Let me fix this. And here it has some cards. I'm gonna put some Polaroids here, as I've seen people do, and I actually quite like how it looks. And this is just a normal pocket. So I leave the squared one and the lined one here because those are the ones that I use the most. I actually don't like the stickers that I put here, but it's fine. For this one, I am using it as kind of a brain dump situation, so I just write whatever here. It's not, there's no rule. I just write. For example, this, I was watching a video and I was just taking notes based on the video. So I keep this out because I want it to be easy to grab whenever I'm watching a video, or as I mentioned. So I like to leave this one out. It does have enough space for it. Like, there is another elastic here, so I could put it in, but I decided not to. This one I'm using as my stream of consciousness journaling. I usually do it either early in the morning, and I like that, especially for this one, which is kind of my personal journal, I would say. I don't know, it's I'm writing about things that I'm thinking about, interests that I'm having, things to get to know myself better. So it's my own, like, it's my journal. So I can just do a quick flip through. This is what I put as the cover. And for example, here I was figuring out my journal ecosystem. So that's what I was writing about, and that's what I did here. So you can see, like, I put some inspirations from Pinterest. And here I was writing with a brown pen as well as a black one. So yeah, I was just writing about my journal ecosystem, trying to figure it out, trying to understand what I like and what I don't like, the purpose for everything. And here I just drew my journal ecosystem. So I use this as a reference a lot for when I'm feeling like journaling. I open this up and I'm like, okay, which journal do I feel like journaling at in the moment? And so this journal I'm just using for my, yeah, like personal information. I don't know, spreads to get to know myself better, spreads about my inserts or things that have been on my mind, my interests, maybe some collages as well. So it's kind of a me. That's why I put it here at the front, like as a cover. This is a museum of me. This is a concept that I found from another YouTuber. It is essentially that. So it's anything that's going in my mind right now with my interests. So yeah, like, that's how I'm using it. And as I was saying, with the page sizes and everything, this is perfect because it allows me to write freely and write a lot, but it doesn't feel overwhelming because the page is slim. So I can still have the freedom to experiment with it and put photos and do things like this, but it doesn't restrain me, it doesn't restrict me because of the size. I thought I was gonna feel quite limited here on the size, but it doesn't. And it really reminds me of a B6 size. And actually that's another journal that I'm using along with this one is a B6 one that I use for the same purpose. I'll just quickly show you here. For example, this spread. So I use it to talk about things that I'm interested in at the moment. So for example, the tea tray concept or YouTubers I've been very much into lately. So I use it for the same purpose, and you can see the size here. It's a bit taller, but it compensates because the same way this one is a bit taller, it's also a bit slimmer than this. So I use these two for the same purpose, more because I haven't finished, like there's still a couple of pages here, and I'm experimenting now with this one, so I wanted to see how I felt about it. And then once I'm done with this one or this one, I don't know honestly which one I will gravitate more towards, because I feel like this one allows me a bit more creative freedom because I have a bit more space on the sides to put more ephemera, but this one allows me to write more, so I might just keep both in my rotation. I don't know, but I've been really liking it, and I think it's my new favorite obsession. I really was not expecting to like the leather journal concept with these inserts as much as I'm doing, as much as I'm liking it right now, but it's super fun. I love the page size, the page quality, how it feels to write, how the pages look. I think it looks so elegant. So I will definitely keep this in my rotation, and I will definitely buy more inserts. For now, I only have these two inserts here, and I'm not even sure if I'll add more. I think these two are sufficient for me, and I think it's also nice to carry these around because this, for example, I write kind of like almost every day, and this one I write whenever I feel like doing a bit more journaling as a hobby instead of to process something. So these two are perfect to carry together, and I'm still going to put a lot more things in here. So who knows, I'll show you later, maybe once these journals are more filled up, when I have this a bit more set up, when I have my chain here, my charm, or here as well, I was thinking of adding, so I can come back and show this when it's more done. And one thing that I will let you know is that this, as I mentioned, came the leather journal, the 3 inserts with different papers inside, the 2 organizers, this, and it also came with a pen loop. It came with this pen loop and a pen. The pen is like okay quality, it's like not that big, so what I was doing, I was putting it here. So this is how I had it at first, like this, and I had the pen here, but when I keep this at home, I don't put this in. I only put it when I take it out with me. So yeah, I usually don't keep this in, but I think this is a good thing to have in general because I can attach this to any journal. So it was a really good purchase, and I'm very happy about it. It was also impulsive because I didn't need it, but it was something I didn't know I needed in my system, but I need it in my system, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's the quick video showing this beautiful thing here. And I love that it's already getting worn out, like it's already getting a bit like scratched. So I'm trying to be careful with it, but not too careful, so that's why it already has some things on it, but I'm super happy about this.